This is Dan Max at EXPI Realty, aka the Trading Agent, and this is your live daily market recap for Thursday, September 8th, 2022. Hopefully, you're having a good day. Gonna jump into a lot of things today. It's probably gonna be a little longer, a little deeper, just because I think we're about to play some massive games in the market. Bears are about to get slaughtered, bulls are about to be confused, and the market's gonna do what it always does: take the most amount of money from the most amount of people. I'm going to hit the timer now. If you're watching this after the fact, go to basically the 6 minute and 30-second mark. I'm going to let people stream in. Hopefully you can hear me well, and hopefully you're doing well. So at this point, just kind of laughing at the beginner room. It's a never-ending crap show, meaning if you don't know what you don't know and you have a lot of questions, it's a good thing. But in general, you don't realize what you don't know until you experience it from the perspective of someone who's teaching it. Now, is what it is. We all learn the same way, but I just ask people, shut up, listen, observe. That's the best thing you can do. Because now you're not wasting my time with a question that you should be finding the answer to. Or maybe the question really isn't about you. It's about, what does the market maker want here, right? What is actually going on? And that's the thing. If you don't know, remember, people who are not new, they know. I say, know that you know. What does that mean? Exactly. Know that you know. Know that you know what's going on. If you're asking all these questions, take notes. Study the past. No one is paying me enough to give me one-on-one coaching. And honestly, you can't afford me. No one can. That's why I give it away for free. But asking tons of ridiculous, open-ended questions constantly shows to me one thing. Your time is more valuable than mine, clearly, because you want me to do the work for you. I don't appreciate that. If that sounds selfish, well, then you don't realize there's thousands of other people who are just as curious or just as in desire of need of help. So actually not asking questions and doing the work makes me want to help you more. I promise you that. We all struggle. Struggle is part of the game. Every mistake leads to some piece of knowledge learned. So hopefully you can hear me. Sounds good? Awesome. Thanks for being here. I'm going to give it a couple minutes. If you have a question at the moment, let me know. Hopefully some of y'all saw that Apple action today. Mwah! Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Talked about right here. Come on in. Come on in, chart. Ugh. Come on, get in here. Why is it? Get. There you go. Talked about the best way to wipe out the the bulls, to get everybody to go ballistic and give up on Apple would be to what? Break the point of control at 153.50. It's actually the 100th day as well. Ah! No, seen this formation a million times at lows, just like you kind of saw it up here at the highs, right? You had this, what? Like boxy toppy action. I mean, again, it's not as clear, but you can see, like, break it out, come right back. Break it out, come right back. Break it down. Break down, then it pops. I'm telling you, this is the signal that the market maker was trying to use to convince bears to get more bearish, bulls to give up, and the market to do what it's going to do. Take the most amount of money from the most amount of people. Because now bulls are giving up, and they're going to buy higher, because that's what they do. They tried to, get in at the lows, pops up, comes right back, knocks them out, gets bears to go, we got the W. And it's like, you don't even know you're in a trap. And if you don't know traps, it's in the Discord room. It's on the channel. Google it. Bull, bear, traps. Not Google it. I guess you get it. But I have a video on it. It's 13 minutes. I love traps. Because what happens after traps? Right? Everybody loses. Market makers win. Then it goes. But doesn't it go the first minute you see it? No. Nope, it doesn't. Oh, but you're not right. Okay, that's fine. So just watch the point of control all day. So watch 153.50, watch 153.50, watch 153.50 after it did what? It held. It went below it. And what does it keep doing? Keeps holding 153.50. Damn, Dan. It's like you know something. You've seen this before. Yeah, only 1,000 times. Only have I been tricked by it probably 500 times. But you know what it is? Just is what it is. That's what people That's what people think. They think it's somehow hard, difficult. There's nothing reoccurring. It's all just completely random. There's no rhyme or reason to the market at all. It's just, Dan, it's chaos, utter chaos. You can't predict things. Stick around. Learn. Read 2 books. Reminiscence of Stock Operator. What's up, Kat? Reminiscence of Stock Operator. Volume Price Analysis by Anna Cooling. And just hang out. You will pick this up through osmosis, at worst. But please, don't ask 100 damn questions. I hate that shit. Excuse my language, YouTube. Because you are putting your time ahead of everyone else's. And if you're not struggling like everyone else, man. Dang, man. That just drives me nuts. Because I struggled. Do you want to... I have a multi-million-dollar education from trading. And you want me to give you the answers. Just because I'm a nice guy? Well, typically I do. But you want one-on-one coaching? Nah, that's what you're asking for. Get out of here. No, I'd rather give it to the people who are fighting tooth and nail to figure it out. Yeah, look at this. Look at this action on Apple. It's going to close as a doji. Too funny. Hits the 100-day, doink, bounces. All day. Oh, I don't know. No, you know what's going to happen. All right, that's the alarm. Going to go and start recording. Give me 2 seconds. Let me bounce around. Ding, 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 ding. Let me move some things. Sorry, I was on a rant, but it bothers me. People expect me to help them. Just because I'm kind. I am. This is Dan Max at EXPI Realty, aka the Trading Agent, and this is your daily market recap for Thursday, September 8th, 2022. Hopefully you're having a great day. If you're new to the channel, please stop by the Discord room. Link is in the description below. We're going to go through a lot of things, Apple setup, and more just to explain to people how and why the market's trapped and are going to beat the crap out of you, and you don't know what you don't know. Because that's the hardest thing about trading. The market plays games. Do you know why it plays games? Are you familiar with the action? Do you assume it takes 1 minute, 1 10-minute candle, 1 hourly candle, maybe even 1 daily candle to flip a trend? No. It's not that easy. So, I appreciate the love and support. Have an open mind. If you've been doing things a certain way and it seems really difficult to you, I am trying to make this insanely easy. Insanely easy. Yeah, you're on the... Yeah, make that money, bro. You are on the stream. So, let's get into it. Again, if you have questions, Discord room. Money making machine. That's the goal here, is to help you guys out. Not answer every one of your questions, but to give you resources to learn. Hopefully that is clear as gin. Again, I don't know about y'all, but I hate the taste of gin. But that's just a saying. You say gin clear when the creek is clear. The crick. What about that crick? All right. Bitcoin. Said it. And here's an example of timing. Said what? It looks bullish if it can hold in the channel, bearish under. Now what is it doing? Confusion. Mass confusion. It's not really bullish, nor it's really bearish. But the longer it holds, the bullish it looks. Set your stops. I really have no opinion on Bitcoin. Just like same thing with gold, silver, miners. Leave it alone. There's other things out there to trade, my friend. Where are you? Why are you stuck in the Netherland? Why are you over trading something that's not moving? MoveOn.org. That's the trade. Oil. What do we say? Once it hit up against this channel, got into the 94. I guess it got up to technically, 97? Whatever. Point of control here. Looked above it, failed. Channel low, went a little lower. I just let you know right now. Do me an absolute favor. Be careful. Hurricane season. Tons of what I would consider noise. I do expect oil to go back to 65. People thought I was crazy when I said that up here because of demand destruction and a recession. You're crazy. And this is like your old school when Will Ferrell's like hits with the trank dart. You're crazy, man. Like people said that to me every day. And honestly, we actually shorted XOP on some of these names. We're in a little early. Took a little heat. Heat is not a problem when you're familiar with how the kitchen works. And guess what? Down. Keep in mind, the dumbest, and again, someone's going to take offense to this, and I'm going to hear it, but the dumbest, loudest, screamingest idiots own this, are long oil and gold. Oil. I say gold, but technically, yeah, kind of. Why? Because that's what they're told is going to go up. But the history does not repeat that, does not dignify that. And we'll talk about that shortly when I get into more oil stuff. Please, be safe. Do not be one of these people who goes, well, the news said this, and this is what's going to happen. Wrong. If that has not been a ploy that has confused you and absolutely made you feel like an idiot, then I don't know what else is. Look at that. SPY closed back near the high of the day. How about them apples? The dollar. What did we say? It's probably topped. Near term, now again, some people are like, oh, Dixie going to 120, whatever. Near term, VIX termination, OPEX next week. The trade is the dollar down and the market up. If you do not see this from the evidence, maybe turn your screen upside down. If you can't, if it just looks all bearish, because that's on you, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Vern? So at this point, if the dollar goes lower, is the market going to like it? You bet. TLT, a little nerve-wracking. Pops up, comes back, but is it making new lows? Pulls back on lighter volume? Nyet. No. Not at the moment. I will expect what? Longer term, this is going to get bought out, right? Y'all can see the screen, right? Just double checking. I can see it. Because this is what happened on the monthly before 2008. Consolidation. And then boom. So if you are buying TLT as a hedge, you're buying the bond market for an epic Fed again, the Fed has not ever navigated a soft landing. If you consider a soft landing to be an absolute implosion of the market at some point and VIX spike over 50, 60, maybe 70, 80, 100 and bonds getting bought, then you know this is just a matter of time. So give yourself time. Is that so hard? Nope, not at all. The VIX. What up, Joe? The VIX. What did we say? If you can't get over this level, it's coming back down till easily. We hit it already once. But and put this in your notes. Take out a pen. Get out some paper. Don't be surprised if the VIX fills that gap next week during options expiration. Sounds crazy, but that's what options expiration is. It's VIX termination. Terminated. Like Arnold. The VIX during quad reaching apex. Termination. That is the goal. To kill as many options as possible. It's not really a good Arnold. I can get better, but you have to like talk your way into the voice. I'm not that good. Vixen. What did we say? Can't get over this 0.382? On back. On back. Look at that. Back tested the trend line today. Look at that. Fill the gap. Boom. 27s. It just, everything says bearish and the market goes up. Why? Then it's not bearish. Somebody has the stopping power. I'm just laughing at people because sentiment is absolutely back 100% bearish. And so it's going to reset, go higher, get those same folks to go, well, I guess it's a bull market. I guess I got to go long now. And what happens is the sheep get slaughtered. SPY. Today's action on the news of what? The Feds. Europe talking about raising rates another 75 basis points. Wow. Well, I don't know about you. But if you didn't hear that noise today and you looked at the chart, tell me how much it really mattered. Somebody, tell me how much that mattered. Yeah. How much did that matter? If people wonder who I'm talking to, this is a live recording. There's also people chatting. I'm not talking to myself. I'm not crazy. I don't think so. Look at it. I mean, you didn't even know it. If you didn't watch the market all day and you tried to predict every 6.5 hour day in every minute, 10-minute, hourly candle, you didn't even know. It was a fart in the wind. Oh, what happened in Europe? I don't know. Who cares? Unreal. That's what people do, though. QQQ. Same thing. Bounce. Talk about point of control. And the same thing with a SPY. Let me just 390. Didn't we say 395 to 390? And then it became very apparent that 390 was going to hold. We hit the 0.618. let me do my upside targets. People are like, oh, where's the market going? That's always the one. Where's it going? Where's it going? Well, first support, resistance, 405. Next zone, probably the 20-day, even up to the what? Potentially this old fib. Why also too? Look to my left. Maybe your left as well. Look at the volume at price at this area. Y'all seen it? You see, if the market is a liquidity-seeking mechanism, where is the most liquidity? Shall I say more? No. Q. What's that guy from Family Guys? Anyway, here you go. Held the blue zone, but Dan, you didn't. You said 295 down to like 29. Sorry, I didn't give you. The actual bottom was 291.04. Get out of here, man. If you bring a ruler to this game, you're just you engineer folks. Engineer me the exact move as it's gonna happen. I don't know. I know probabilities. I know areas. I know ranges. How did you know to short up here? Well, look at that. It was pretty perfect. Oh, but you thought 293 to 295. Oh, it went down a little lower. My bad. My bad, dog. Now what? Where's the upside? Well, 305. Probably your first resistance. Then what? Probably up here even to the 315. Oh, but those are such wide ranges. Well, if you bought in the 290s, you're not complaining about the... You're not. Because it's going to be, what? 8-9% moves. Wait, hold on. Whoa. 29 points. Sorry. Yeah, that's about somewhere 7, 8, 9, 10% up. Oh, terrible. You're terrible. What's wrong with you? I don't know. I don't know what to say to people sometimes. Here you go. Holding here. And again, I drew this after the fact, so I know my reference is the lows. Got it? What's the probability it chops for days versus heading upwards next week? Weighing in. Well, Stock Trader's Almanac, if you don't own it, someone dropped the link and somebody let them know. If you own it, you have Friday, bullish. Monday, bullish. Tuesday, bullish. Options expiration, bullish. Yep. Good question. But bears just don't see it coming. Never see it coming. IWM, what do we say? Needs to hold around 180. Oh, but it got down to 178 and it held this area. We drew it. Oh, it went a little... But again, if you didn't watch the market today, what happened? You didn't even realize it was down at some point today. Literally, the beginner room at one point was freaking out. Like they ate mushrooms and were having a bad trip. Sorry. I hope I guided you through it because I was not really that concerned. Because again, the levels didn't break. You don't know how you get from point A to point B sometimes. And you just got to let it do what it's got to do. Gold. Dan, it's going to the moon. No. This is the exact formation of what you want to see, what Apple did today, but on a longer daily time frame. Because guess what? This is what's going to happen. Break the low temporarily, 3 days, a week, I don't know. Blow out everybody who thinks this is the bottom. Now we rip. And when I say rip, we mean dancing, gold dancing. Get your gold tennis shoes out, get your gold chains, your gold bracelets, your gold teeth, whatever. Rock it proudly. Because once that trap happens, you just don't know until you know. Because everybody who bought for the last 2 years is looking at this level. They all know. 1680 on the ES, or on the, what is it? Not the ES. Like my brain. Gold futures, GC, 1680, 158 on the GLD. You see that? Set the alarm. You see, I got it. Not even thinking about it till we break it. But Dan, gold is a hedge. Gold is safe. No. Every freaking video. I'll waste 10 minutes talking about this. I'm not going to do it. It's not safe. Leave it alone. But Dan, no. Stop. Silver, doing its game already. Blowing out everybody who's bought. When is the best time to buy silver? Every time the Fed what? Announces they're going to pivot. Look at the monthly. Here they did pivot. Zing pow. Here they pivoted in 2008. Remember, before the bottom in 2009. Zing pow. So do you want to buy silver now? Let me grind my teeth. Grind my teeth. Want to beat people with a piece of paper. Unreal. Miners. Please don't buy the miners. I'm just going to go. GDX, don't buy it. GDXJ, please don't buy it. Please don't buy it. AG. Please don't buy it. AEM. Just wait. You have volume. Expect a retest at some point. Oh, whoa, move my alarm. Please, expect a retest. Please, 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 please. Just wait. Newmont. Do not ever buy it unless you want to just trade it. Big miners aren't going to do the best off the lows here when it's time for the gold to shine. PAAS, don't buy it. But know your levels. Know there's going to be extremes. Just promise yourself that when everybody freaks out and everybody gets bearish, you're calm as a cucumber and you go, you know what? I know the past and it's going to repeat. But what if you're late, Dan? Guess what? Don't care. Because there's probably other things rising just as well. Hopefully this is clear as gin. Again, I don't really drink much, but that stuff, ooh, burns. Steel, what do we say? Put this on your radar long term. It's a choppy, sloppy lady. Love you. Love you, miss. Love you, X. Holds the 50-day. Said it could bounce right back. And what does it do before big moves? It likes to play with your emotions. Leave it alone. Nucor. Long term. Love it. I mean, I've got alarms down here. I mean, I guess I technically should probably move it. It seems like it's in the wrong place. It should be right there. Yeah. Support equals resistance. Not surprised near term it bounced. Talked about the 200-day. Things you don't see if the market looks bearish, but you know what? Supposedly it's bearish. VALE held the gap. Again, I'm not recommending buying these long term yet. I don't think so. But things you don't see if the market's about to puke. CCJ. I like the short at some point when the market's going to peel. But people ask, well, what do you think now to short it? And I'm like, I think I would just not short anything. I said that today very clearly. The market's going higher. Do I really want to short anything? The answer is obviously no. That should be clear as gin as well. Clear. You don't want to short. You don't want to fight the tide. Because even these junk names, great names, whatever, they're going to rise. Light volume, perfect. Probably comes back down. But notice the volume at the low. Set the alarm at 8:13. 8:20. Cool. I'm trying to wrap through these material names because I think there's really not much to say. Mosaic. Love agriculture. Love it. Come on back. Okay? Somebody was asking me about MP. I'll pop that one in there. Here you go. Holding support. Whoever shorted up here, awesome trade. You took your money real quick. You gone. Because the market's going higher. These things might not go great. But at least you're not sitting there doing what? Fighting the trend by shorting it. Now again, if you want to fight it and hold through it, you go right ahead. MP. Materials Corp. Like it a lot, actually. Clearly I haven't drawn on it, but I think it's very clear. Again, I'm just all about clarity today. All about the clarity. You're going to get an opportunity somewhere in this blue range. I would act accordingly when it gets there. Anyway, moving right along. Moving. We trying to get this train moving quick. Man, 17 minutes and finally into tech. Not bad. Way ahead of schedule. AMD gets an upgrade today. SMH down at one point today. Gift. If you didn't see the intraday action, you're just going, oh, that looks good. Doji followed by a green bar. But it's bearish. Dan, the market's bearish. What are you doing? No, you were watching every tick of the day, trying to predict Every reaction to the headline. Good luck predicting the news. Did anyone see the news affecting the market today? I didn't. But it did for like a blink of an eye, if you look at it from the perspective of what it was. SMH. Who else bought Soxel today? Near the lows. I got it 12.50. Oh, someone got 12.38. Oh, 12.40. You just destroyed me. No, it's all, we're all on the same team here. And then look where the Soxel closed. Again, anyone who charts this crap and you ask me about it, grrr, just follow the index that it follows. Remember, I think this follows the SOXX. Correct me if I'm wrong. Still, SMH, I like it better. Oh, you bought it at 12.50. You idiot. You idiot sandwich. Yeah, keep checking in. I see you guys' post. Awesome. People made a dollar on a $12 stock. Terrible. Terrible. Oh, terrible. SMH. What have I said? I mean, I'm like a broken record. I said, this was the bottoming candle. This is the chop. Here it goes. Oh, but Dan, it didn't go the first day, so it's bearish. What the? Did you not see the top was a little choppy? No, Dan, I watched the 1 minute chart, and I'm angry. No, I get it. I would be angry, too, if I thought to buy it at 260. 215 or whatever it got up to the other day, or 214. Yeah, I'd be pissed too. No, we've been absolutely, this is why I love retest. That's why I love retest, because once it confirms the lows, you now can get more aggressive. People go, oh, don't catch a falling knife. Well, what if the knife falls to the floor and you know where the floor is? And somehow the floor just what? The knife bounces a little bit. It's still a material. It'll bounce a little bit at least. Unreal sometimes people are like, oh, just now. Tell me now. Tell me now. Tell me where. Tell me now. Tell me where. Tell me now. I mean, it's all in the charts. Look at NVIDIA holding this old support line. Zing. Coming right back. Big volume at the lows. Market makers probably like, we got to mark this SOB up just a little bit to unload. Ding, 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 ding. You would be correct. Apple. So hard, Dan. Why do you give yourself time when you trade? Don't catch the falling knife. All right, I said 155. Oh, but it got 152.80. You idiot. Sorry, I'm just trying to be funny. I know somebody's out there laughing at this, and it's me. I watch my own videos back. No. Here we go. Let me pull up some charts for y'all, because I know people are going, what's going on? I want you, if you are new to the channel, I want you, if you are not familiar with formations, I want you to take out pen, paper, and never forget what a bear trap is. Channeling, bottom. You take out the low, zapow, right back. That's what the market loves to do. Because all this time, I mean, literally, September 1st, 8 days later, you're going, what is wrong with Apple? What is wrong with Apple? This made you feel good. This made you feel bad. That made you feel good. This makes you feel worse. And all that was in your head emotionally. But if you were patient and you were watching the lows and you said, all right, this is probably a bear trap, because if the market's going up, Apple is going to reverse at some point. No, but I'm watching the price action. The market looks like it's going to tank. Are you kidding? What was the low on the SPY today? 394. Is that taking out the lows? No, it's not. And then you watch the action, the SPY starts rallying. But Dan, what? Apple's broken. It's going to bring the market down. Oh my God, it's over. Yeah, that's your emotions. Once I said, how many times did I say in the Discord room? Watch 153.50. Why? Why not? So funny. Now, again, I've had some calls before, but what did I do? The first drop, sold some puts. Sold some 155 puts for next week. Oh, you look crazy at 152. All right. You could have bought calls. I mean, I'm already long calls, so I was just trying to reduce my cost basis. But again, how you handled it, if you stopped out and you got right back in because you saw the trap, that's fine too. So first, ask questions later, right? The why doesn't always present itself. Well, once it got back over 153.50, pretty simple. Pretty simple. And then, but people look at it like I'm talking like a foreign language to them. Look at the 10-minute. Didn't we say this volume was very suspect? I mean, volume price analysis. When you see big red candle with exorbitantly small volume, you have to ask yourself, what is going on? What is going on? Right? When you see big volume and small candle, what is going on? This volume didn't really, to me, justify the size of the candle. And what was it? Trap. And look what happens. Here's your point of control at the lows. I don't know how many times. I remember, and if you were watching the play-by-play, I said, watch what happens. It probably bounces over 153.50. It comes back. Then I said, W pattern. I said, Wu-Tang. If you're not familiar with the W, talked about this again in the Discord room. The W is powerful. And then what? Big green. Bing. Game over. Oh, but did you see it pull back? Nope, I didn't. I actually left. I didn't care. Game over. Now it chops and it closes back near the high of the afternoon. But Dan, it's bearish. I have calls. What do? Nothing. Patience. Set your stop. Know what you're willing to lose. I literally walked people through this. So take note how this works. You break the point of control, bear trap, the volume's lighter, knock stops, comes back, hits the point of control, backs off, double bottoms, then it goes. But it wasn't a straight line, so it doesn't work. No. Again, you've got tunnel vision. Now look at the daily. Doji, indecision at a reference point. Where have we seen that recently? Up here. Probably going to go up for a couple days. Where is it going? I get that question every day. 163 to 161. It's that simple. It's that simple. Rising tide will lift the boat. Okay? We good on Apple? Any questions before I move on? What do you say? Hey, Hori Shite. My Apple calls. No boom boom for me today. Well, I guess not. So all is lost? I don't know. I'm not worried about it. When is it going to go there? Yes, the where and the when questions. Thanks, Karen. That's all I ever get. Take out the when and know the where. 161, 163 minimum. I'm telling you, some Piper Jeffrey clown is going to upgrade the stock. When? Today? Tomorrow? I don't know. And they're going to say, look at the next cycle. It looks so good. They're going to do great. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Buddy pass. The friends will sell. It'll go to a higher price. Game over. Unreal. Amazon. I mean, at one point today, someone was like, it's cracking. And then I think somebody in the room, KN, bought it. Cool. Now it's closing at the highs of the range. Stuff that just doesn't look bearish if the market's about to tank. Mr. Softy. Man, people were freaking out today. I mean, Clover, if you're listening, my friend, it was making higher lows. What is bearish about that? It made a higher high and a higher low. But Dan, did you see what happened during the day? Yeah, I'm yawning. It was a little scary in my options account. I'm not going to lie. Came right back. Closed over yesterday's high. Things that aren't bearish. CRM. Bang. Eating it up. Boink. Close at the high of the day. Things that aren't bearish. Part 7,000. Getting it here? Google. Lagged today. Little like Apple. Doji. In between. Maybe it catches up tomorrow. Things that don't look bearish. Part 17.5. Crappy Meta. Made a higher low. Things you don't see in a higher high if it's bearish. If you have questions about targets, the blue zones are usually what they are. They're right there. Roblox. Things you don't see if the market is bearish. Jeez, I mean, it's like a broken record, this guy. Tesla. Things that you don't see if it's bearish. I mean, it's hitting the next point of control. Fast. Maybe it gets up to the 200-day. I mean, this is the thing. You have to readjust your targets. If you expect the market to get to this and higher and it's already up at the highs, then you got to adjust your targets higher. 200-day. All right, numbers 28. Things that don't look bearish. Remember, we got through all the commodity names. Gold, ignore. SPY, ignore. Or sorry, QQQ, SPY. Looks fine. TLT, little nervous. Am I missing anything? No, I don't think so. EXPI, things you don't see if the market is bearish. Making new highs. Somebody in today closed out all of their longs on XPI, and I said, shame on you. Shame on you, because the market is not up at the upside target. So what does that mean? Probably going higher. Now, again, they traded it and it did drop. Give them credit for that. It did work correctly near term. But again, if you pretend that this was a fart in the wind and you weren't overanalyzing every tick, this is the close. Things that don't look bearish. NDAQ, good question today in the chat room. You said 62 is an obvious short if it got there. Things that you don't do if the market doesn't look bearish is to start shorting. Because now what does that mean? Maybe it comes back to the highs. Just, it's light volume. I get it. But again, you said short 62. I did. 100%. Never going to deny anything I've ever said before. But what is the thing you have to remember? If the market's going to SPY's going to 405 to 415 minimum, and we're at 400, do you want to short it now? Survey says, no. No, absolutely not. All right, financials. I forgot this yesterday. Ben, remind me. Things that don't look bearish. Holding the chop zone, making higher highs. Morgan Stanley. Things that don't look bearish. Making a higher low and engulfing up. JP Morgan. Things that don't look bearish. This piece of junk with no buyback. Breaking the recent lows here. Things that don't look bearish. I'm sorry to beat the dead horse here, but I mean all day. All day. Bearish, bearish, bearish. Retail's bearish. I'm telling you guys, they're painting the charts to get you to do things during the day that do what? Get you to do the wrong thing. There's the table beating. Do y'all see that? The goal is to take the most amount of money from the most amount of people. And you're staring at the 1 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute hourly chart going, well, that candle says the market's going lower. No. We didn't make new or lower lows on the daily. Boom. On Tesla, the point it is in the money call. Should I hold better, sell? Again, Cathark. If I'm saying that right. Cathric. The more you're up, the more less you own. You should probably start taking some off. And if it drops, maybe you can add some back. That's how I think about Tesla if I owned it. What is up, Cat Barber? EXPI. I mean, I'm not going to look at it. Oh, it's up 6 cents. Whee! It's up. UTHR, the only reason I talk about it is because I own EXPI. It's a stock. It's full disclosure. Get paid stock when I do real estate deals. Holding these lows, but not leading. If you did not sell up here, now it's gone sloppy, choppy. Good luck. Enjoy that, because I personally would not. USO. What did we say yesterday? It's probably going to bounce. We drew the trend line for you live. Chop. Cool. Again, still think it's going lower, but I think you have to wait for the 200-day. Let me go back. Where is the 200-day, you say? In the point of control zone up here. Probably 71, 72. UNG. U.S. is going to bail out Europe. We're going to send them 15, I don't even know what who knows, billions, whatever. BTUs of natural gas. Someone who's a natural gas person probably like, you're an idiot. We're sending them double what we thought we would. Holding tight. XOP. What did I say yesterday? If the market's bullish, even if oil's down, this is going to pop. Things you don't see if the market's bearish. Right? ExxonMobil. Things you don't see if the market's bearish. Making a higher high today. All right, that's all I got for the daily recap. Stick around if you want to chat, if you're in the chat. It's really that simple. And again, if you can't see this, maybe you have to flip the charts upside down. Maybe you have to watch it in reverse. I'm thinking of like something like Ace Ventura when he's like kicking the box around and then he's running through the garden, he's running backwards like I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't. But I'm here to help. Stop by Discord room, link in the description below. If you got real estate questions, those questions I can help you with pretty easily. They're usually pretty cut and dry. All right, ending the recording. Let's go live streaming only. Peace. Haha, Dan, you're right. CMB has dum-dum with headline. Time to buy again with showing NASDAQ green arrow up. Did you do XLF? Yes, Chris, I did. Things you don't see if the market is bearish. Coming into the point of control already. Wow. When do you see the market tank and financials rise? Never. Oh, you're good, man. You're good. It's a good question. It just reaffirms everything that I'm trying to explain here. People are like, oh, the market's bearish. You see this little move? Did you see that? Expect the bounce to fizzle with OPEX in the end of next week. Playing chess, looking ahead to the next move. And that's a good question. Yes, I do. I do. But I expect the VIX to get terminated first. Apple should rise next week. If it doesn't, then it's got problems. It's really that simple. Everything needs to culminate next week. Go look at the Stock Traders Almanac. There's 3 bullish days next week. Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. It is quad witching OPEX. The last quarter has been what? Bearish. Do you think people do not own a ton of puts? Well, go look at the put call ratio. What is the put call ratio right at the moment? Anyone have a guess? Let's take the SPY. It's not 2 anymore. 1.5. Like Birdman, bro. Like rapper when he's like in front of the mirror. Like, yes. Like, we're going to get paid. We're going to get paid. We are going to get paid. It's just a matter of when. Yeah. Give me that. Fly in any market, right? Yeah. That's how I feel. Whether you like it or not, I don't care. Any other good questions? But the market's bearish. What planet are you on? Oh, but it was down for an hour. What? Point A to point B. Look at the daily candle on the XLF. You didn't even know it was down today if you didn't stare at the freaking minute charts. I hope so. I can buy a good Peking duck and give my mom money to my mom. Well, that's the goal, is to make money trading. I wish you and her luck. Just whatever you do, don't lose. Try not to lose. That's the goal here. Minimize damage. Shields up. Always. When on defense. I don't have the power, Scotty. I hold Apple calls. Well, hopefully you don't own only Apple calls, David. Because, I mean, you could throw a dartboard at TechName and it should rise. Did you cover Microsoft? I did. Very quickly, because things you don't see when the market's bearish. High closed above yesterday's high. Made a higher high today. If the dollar's about to drop, I will see you 268, maybe 275. Things you don't see when they're bearish. Good, I got 50 shares. Good. I got 2,000 shares and 20 calls. Sweet. Baby Jesus. 5 ounce, 4 pounds or whatever from Talladega Nights. Lesson learned today. Set stop too tight on stocks. Will stopped out at noon, dip, but happy still booked 5% profit in 2 days. What did I say about this market? Please don't set stops too tightly, because they're going to get hit. It's a trader's market. The VIX is in the 20s. They're going to hit your stops. If you're worried about money, take profit first, please. Don't set stops because they're going to get nailed. at some point. I hate stops in a bear market. I hate them, loathe them, because they always get hit. And it's like, if you really think it's going to go down and you're going to set a stop, then take profit. If not, the market's going to take it from you. Hope that lesson is learned. Trail stops, I mean, they're going to get hit. So why not just take the money when you're comfortable? But if you tighten up the trail stop, it's going to get hit, and hopefully it's near the high. Again, you got to be patient. The big money's in the big moves. I hate day trading. It's the stupidest game ever. You're fighting a $1 trillion market maker that has unlimited resources to beat you to a pulp. You can't predict the news. You don't know what's coming. You're looking at the stupid options market going, well, I see this, and there's that many calls, and there's many puts. You don't know if the market maker is owning or selling them. You don't know a lot of things. And one of them is what's going to happen every minute, 10-minute, half hour, hour. So stupid. What do you think about all the short in Europe and Chinese stuff going on? Probably a squeeze. Probably a squeeze. If you had calls for tomorrow, that's cool. I get it. I would probably sell them too on the pop. If you got calls into next week or anywhere further, next week is VIX termination. You're going to see the VIX get absolutely destroyed. I'm telling you. That's what it always happens. That's what typically happens. I'll be back at 20s, low 20s. Hasta la vista, baby. Yeah, exactly. Hopefully the people are starting to hang out. They're like, man, this is actually really easy. I just don't know what's going to happen all day. I know, here are the 5 biggest things you always must never do. 5 things you should never do. Biggest. 1, chase. Never chase action. There's always a retest. And if there's not, who cares? Chasing any action puts you out of position to have to take a bigger loss to confirm whether you're right or wrong. Never do that. It's like buying Microsoft at $259 today. You didn't buy it near the lows? Well, guess what? When it pulled back to $255, you probably almost pooped a brick because you're nervous. 1, don't chase. 2, be thoughtful. Meaning what? Know if the tide is rising, falling. Do not fight it. If the market is rising, don't be a hero and try to short something. Now again, maybe GameStop, AMC, Bed Bath & Beyond. Fine. Turds. I get it. Turds always flush. Be mindful of the market. 2, I'm just going to make these up in my mind and go through them. I don't have them written down in front of me. They're somewhere in the notes. Let me, hold on. I have notes of all this stuff, not in front of me. It's memory in my mind of things I do when the action's happening. I would say 3, always be cognizant of what? The trend, but also where are you in the trend? Are you near the lows? Are you near the highs? How far has it run? Do you want to chase a consolidation pattern near the high? Probably not. Number 4, yeah, absolutely. Don't overtrade. Don't overtrade. Don't overtrade. Once you commit to overtrading, mentally, now your brain goes into hyper focus of you can't lose. You do not do anything in your life with the intentions of losing. Whether you're aware of it or not, you will become aware of it, because what happens when you overtrade and you think you're always going to win? The opposite happens. You start losing. But you don't ever get into a trade assuming you're going to lose. But now you're starting to overtrade, and the market maker is like, he's like Birdman, like, yeah, I got you. Because you're going to be doing what? Overtrading, being emotional, not seeing the bigger picture, shorting when you should be buying when you should be shorting, taking profits too quickly, in and out, all over the place. And then you zoom in, you watch the 1-minute candle, and then at the end of the day, you look at the SPY. You look at your favorite stock and you go, if I just didn't do a single damn thing today other than buy the dip, I won. No, but you had 5 different trades of trying to get in and out, and guess what? You lost money. That's what happens. And if you made money, cool. Well, then it was the hardest 5 trades you ever made, because you could have literally just bought the dip and gone sailing, gone fishing, gone for a walk, taking your kids to the park. What's more valuable to you, your time or trading? To me, time. All day. Give me time. Give me more time. I don't want to ever die. Number 5, I would say, leave gold and silver alone until it capitulates. I mean, there's really simple axioms. And again, I don't even have to, like, they only hit me when I'm trading and the stuff is live. I used to have these notes. Lupus, if you're listening, I got 17 pages of this stuff I was going to release to you guys. Front and back of knowledge that I've accumulated that I thought was the most important to know. It's there. Again, things that I also think are total complete waste of time. RSI, divergences, MACD, stochastics, Bollinger Bands. Any technical analysis that literally just follows the freaking price. Waste of time. Oh, but you know what? That last bullish divergence, it worked, Dan. The worst thing that could happen to you in trading is having something that works once that you think is actually working all the time. It's no different than superstition. Well, if I sit at this chair at the table, I always win. If I go first, I always win. If I do this, no. That was one time of evidence. Now you are blinded to the reality that the RSI is crap. The MACD is crap. Stochastics, crap. It follows price. Bollinger Bands, waste of time. Oh, but do you see the dark pool levels, Dan? Yeah. Don't care. I know where they're at. People tell me all the time, you watching them, like, they line up to where my points of control are. Unreal. But that's one thing. And again, that's why I got kicked off of TradingView, because I literally told the moderators, stop pushing these mechanisms for clients in your portfolio of realm, whatever you want to call it, on TradingView, are going to lose their butt from the indicators you're asking them to buy. And you're telling them that work. This is an absolute flat, bold-faced lie. These indicators follow price. They don't predict it. So what's the purpose of adding an extra line to your stupid chart? Fibs, moving averages, volume at price, trend lines, points of control. That's all you need. Candles. I literally got kicked off of TradingView for telling them, stop it. The volume price analysis room was started by Dead Deeds. That is me. And I said, you don't need all that stuff, guys. Your volume at price stuff is great. You really want your clients to actually succeed? Do you guys want that? Don't you guys want the people here to actually win? Nope, they said we don't give a crap. We don't care. Here's my account if you're ever surfing around. Suspended. Violating the house rules. Whatever. Telling you guys, backtest your own stuff. RSI does not predict news. MACD doesn't predict the news. Stochastics follow price. They don't matter. You want to make your decisions easier and quicker? Know the formations. Know the market maker formations and the traps, the games. Know the seasonality. Know a few things really well. This is like fundamentals. People always like, you're a sniper trader. That was like my nickname. It's because I don't need to shoot the gun 100 times to kill. If I'm going to, like, metaphorically hunt. Goal is to take one shot correctly. How many times do you over trading? More than one a day? It depends on what the mindset is. If I'm expecting the market to do certain things, maybe it makes sense that I need to trade around a position. But once I go into swing trade mode and I'm game on, then maybe I might day trade because now the bottom's in. It's going to be the bottom's in. All right, well, now I'll sell rips, buy dips. What do we talk about? Layer in, layer out. You can do the same thing intraday. Say you have a core position of 10 calls on Apple, and at some point you get up to 25 or 30, expecting a point or two to bounce, and you take it off, and then you go, all right, well, it goes sideways maybe. Whatever. You can do that. Lesson learned, remove trail stop on short position and oxy warrants through the kill. Yeah. You can't set stops. You take your profits when you're happy. July 18th on Apple. All right, I'll take a look. James. July 18th. Figured it was this red guy. What is it? Similar, lots of red volume middle of the day. July 18th doesn't really look like today. I mean, again, I look to my left, look to your left. Pour some of the gin. Where's the volume at price? Yeah, I can see that. The candles are different. July 26th. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Not as strong of the VAP zone there, but maybe if I zoom out, maybe it's there. No. It's just out of point of control. Not the actual VAP. Don't do that. Yeah, I see that. I see it. Something similar. In June, the bonds and the market bottom together. What do you think is going to happen on right now? Going on right now? Same thing as saw in 2008. Bond market got pretty wide and loose before it got bought aggressively. What's the CPI going to be next week? It ain't going to be higher. How does the market react to that? Oh, but the Feds are tightening. Well, no crap. Everybody knows that. That's priced in. We'll see. If anything, guess what? Market's going to sell off. Look at May. Okay. May 12th. Bounce. Lots of bounces. 132, 152. Here you came down. Even 2 days. 155 up to 166. Down. 154. 166. 154. Again, 4 days. Couple days. That's all you need. Do we have this action? Probably not. But could it be this? Could it be that? Let me open it up. Could it be that? Yeah. I'm telling y'all. The odds are not that it's going to wipe out. And if it doesn't rise, well, hopefully Apple is not the only play you have. That's all I pray for. I've got SMH, Soxel, Microsoft, Apple calls. And Apple. All of our versions of calls in stock. Soxel, all stock. Any other questions? Again, I'm not expecting a huge move, but I will take 9 points with the IV. What is the IV on Apple calls? I feel like it's pretty low. Yeah, in the 20s. In the 20s. Not too bad. Especially on those calls, the IV. Now the overall IV is... it's varying. But currently, the calls that we're looking at, 20s, it's not too bad. Do you have a price target for Soxel? James. Do you want to ask that question and actually tell me the answer? Because I think you know. Maybe you hang out enough. What is the price target for Soxel? 3, 2, 1. I'll answer for you. Whatever the XOXX or SMH is when it gets to the highs. That's where the Soxel is going to be. I hate these questions because they imply that there's somehow a charting mechanism to SOXL when all it does is it's following. It's like wherever the dog walker takes the dog.
Found on the web.
What's up?
Muskmelon usually can last in the fridge for 2 weeks.
Thank you, Alexa.
For 10 to 12 months. Did that answer your question?
I was talking about fruit, but not melon. Did you hear Alexa talking? That was hilarious. Alexa, cállate. It just seems likely. SMH, yeah, 220. 220. Maybe 225 said that. If that's the case, wherever Soxel is, that's where it'll be. I don't know what price. I've said 15, 16. That's what I said. Anyone remember we were buying Soxel? SMH all down in the lows in June, July. And November was the same area. And everyone's like, what's the upside price target? I said, I don't know, 18 to 20. Oh, I was wrong. I got it 23. Terrible. Terrible trade. You bought that thing at 12 or 13, you idiot. You absolute idiot. No, some people bought it at 10. I think I got in some of it here, maybe some of it here. I can't. Idiot. You just totally blew it. All right. Any other great questions? Because, again, that's the hardest thing is you don't know where these leverage ETFs are going to be because they deteriorate. It's like somebody was asking me the other day. It's like, do you think gold is going to get back up to 40? I'm like, I don't know. It's at 13. This thing is like melted like butter in a microwave. Does it have the capacity as a triple leverage fund to do it? Maybe not. Maybe. The more you're up, the less you own also. Always. Always, 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 always with options. Options are not your friend. They're like a ticking time bomb. Hot potato. You hold on to them. Better to sell them early than late. Because if you're late, it hurts. And it's early, you get the best pricing. Remember that with options. Oh, but if you wait for that dollar, say you think Apple's going to 163 and all it does is get the 162 and you don't sell a single call. How are you going to feel when it comes right back and you round tripped it and you turn a big win into a fat L? You're not going to be happy. All right, I'm going to get running. Folks, do the homework, man. Like, you want me to tell you what to do. I'm not there to hit enter and exit. I'm just telling you, I'm not going to be there. And you don't want me to be there. I am not a financial advisor. I am not liable for anything you might do. Do I need to say that disclaimer? I hope not. I hope no one sues me and goes, well, you told me to buy Apple calls. Like, no, I didn't tell you to buy Apple calls. I told you to watch Apple and to execute the trade best to your knowledge. Maybe I did say it buy, but I meant buy for myself. Actually, like I said, didn't buy any calls today on Apple. Sold puts. TLT, look to test 107.42 low. Last question. That's a good one, legitimate one. Look at the daily. I mean, anything is possible. Do you see why we don't chase, though? I mean, I say that over and over and over. The V bottom, even then you got some pullback before it went higher. Right? You got a pullback. Multiple bottoms there. The V top got a lower high. This was the anomaly. Right? This action was the anomaly. But what typically precedes more V action? Does anyone know? Just for real quick. If you're actually going to have more of a V action, what precedes it typically? Straight lines. Gotta run the straight line. Straight line. That's all. We'll see. I mean, I don't know. Alexa, what price is TLT bottom at?
Here's something I found on the web. According to openpro.com, after sliding lower, shares of TLT are now trading at a support level around $102.
$102. That's what TLT and Amazon are coming to. Hey, Amazon, Alexa, TLT is not at 102. Double check your pricing.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I know you're not sure. Why are you arguing with me? Joe, I think you know your levels. Pretend this was the Apple chart. If it goes below 107.42, watch it. If it gets there and you want to start taking a little dabble in it, not a problem. All right. Alexa's going to tell me how to trade, guys. Little did you know, I have no clue how to trade, and I have to talk to Alexa. She said 102. Clearly my charts are broken. Please be safe out there. Know the market. Next 3 days are all bullish on the calendar. Does that mean they're all going to be insanely green? No. Probably not. But there's going to be some up moves. I know, Bang F guy, I'm sorry to tell you, I literally am the market maker being fed by the market maker from the market maker. Her name is Alexa, and my goal is to take all of your money. No, that's the market makers. Remember that. Our goal is to take what is part of the booty from the market maker. We do what the market maker is doing. We do what the market is doing. We don't sit here and play guess what we want to happen. Let's not create our own charts here. I don't draw the charts. Neither do you. Remember that. On that note, your life hopefully is not ruined. Goodbye. Adios.